Welcome to Applaa.com. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. Let's be honest, if you're a parent feeling totally overwhelmed by the upcoming grammar school entrance exams, you need to just take a deep breath. You are definitely in the right place. Today, we're going through an explainer that's basically going to serve as your ultimate roadmap for navigating this whole 11+ exam journey. We've synthesized insights from top tuition hubs, expert platforms like Pi Academy, and comprehensive practice sites like Prep for all to give you a really clear, actionable path forward.
Here's our agenda for today's explainer. First, cracking the 11+ exam. Second, GL versus CEM formats. Third, tackling nonverbal reasoning. Fourth, online practice versus PDFs. And fifth, your strategy for success.
Section 1. Cracking the 11+ exam, what you need to know.
Okay, let's dive right into this. So what actually is the 11+? At its core, it's simply an assessment of a child's academic ability. Think of it as the gatekeeper. It's the test used for entrance into grammar and selective schools across the UK, typically taken right at the beginning of year 6. It tests subjects like English, maths, verbal, and nonverbal reasoning. Grounding yourself in this very basic purpose is absolutely key, especially when the preparation starts feeling a bit intense. Ultimately, it's just about showcasing your child's core academic potential.
Section 2. GL versus SEM formats, mapping the terrain.
Now, the first major hurdle for a lot of families is realizing there isn't just one standard exam. Nope, we actually have two starkly contrasting providers. On one side, we've got GL assessment, also known as Granada Learning. GL is highly structured and very syllabus-driven. You generally know what you're going to get. It's mostly multiple choice and tests subjects in separate papers. Because it's predictable, it's much easier to prepare for using past papers. But on the other hand, we have the CEM exam, developed by the University of Durham. And CEM was actually designed specifically to be tutor-resistant. It's unpredictable, it uses a mixed format. Instead of a leisurely pace, it relies on strictly timed sections that demand incredibly fast thinking. Plus, it places a massive emphasis on a heavy vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms, complex comprehension, that sort of thing.
Because these two formats require completely different prep strategies, this brings us to a vital takeaway. You must always check with your specific target school or local authority to confirm exactly which format they use. Some regions use GL exclusively, some use CEM, and some, believe it or not, even mix both. Seriously, don't let your child spend months preparing for a predictable GL structure only to get hit with a fast-paced CM paper on exam day.
Section 3. Tackling nonverbal reasoning, the visual puzzles. Let's move on to specific subjects, particularly the one that causes the most anxiety for both parents and students alike, nonverbal reasoning. Unlike maths or English, where you can literally just look at the national curriculum to see exactly what fractions or grammar rules your child needs to know, nonverbal reasoning is completely different. As the experts at Pi Academy point out, there is no real syllabus for nonverbal reasoning. It's not something taught standardly in primary schools. It tests innate spatial awareness and logic, which means relying on high-quality, expert-designed practice materials is absolutely vital here.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're talking about. Take a look at these typical nonverbal reasoning puzzles. You see these complex sequences and grids of shapes. Students have to look at these obscure figures and instantly deduce the hidden rules. Actually, scratch that. It's more like cracking a code. Is the shape rotating clockwise? Are the inner colors alternating? Are the lines intersecting in a specific pattern? It is intense logic work.
At a fundamental level, kids are expected to take basic geometric elements, like pentagons and triangles, and manipulate them entirely in their minds. They have to quickly identify patterns, reflect them, rotate them, and layer them, all under extreme time pressure. When there's no official syllabus to fall back on, the only way to build this mental muscle is through consistent, structured exposure to these specific types of visual puzzles.
Section 4. Online practice versus PDFs. Choosing the right tools. So if consistent exposure and practice are the keys here, what are the best practical tools parents can use to help their children prepare without completely burning out? Well, we're currently seeing a massive shift in how families prepare, largely comparing online platforms like Prep for All against traditional printable PDFs. Let's break it down. PDFs are great if you want zero screen time, sure, but they require parents to sit down and manually mark every single paper. That is incredibly time-consuming and, honestly, quite stressful. Online practice, however, is a real game changer for efficiency. It offers instant auto-marking, freeing you up completely. Plus, it features built-in timers that perfectly mirror those brutal CEM and GL timed sections. And it provides progress analytics so you can actually track if your child is improving over time rather than just guessing.
Section 5. Your strategy for success. Actionable steps.
Okay, so the crucial point is how we take all of this, the exam formats, the tricky subjects, the digital tools, and build it into a winning routine. Derived straight from successful tutoring methods, here is your clear 3-step methodology. Step 1. Integrate 10-minute quick tests into your child's daily routine. Step 2. Don't just look at the final score. Review detailed explanations for every single question, right or wrong, to ensure true understanding. And Step 3. Once that stamina is built up, tackle full-length mock exams to simulate the real exam day. This approach takes an overwhelming process and turns it into manageable daily habits.
I really want to highlight that first step for a second, the 10-minute tests. Why 10 minutes? Well, because it's the secret to building speed without causing burnout. These short bursts build essential exam stamina and dramatically improve speed and accuracy. This perfectly mirrors real exam conditions, especially for those high-pressure, strictly timed sections of the CEM format. It's a proven approach used by top tutors to keep kids engaged and consistently progressing without feeling totally overwhelmed.
To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final, empowering question. Which 11+ format will your child conquer? Whether it's the syllabus-driven GL or the fast-paced CEM, just remember that this journey doesn't have to be chaotic. By understanding the exam, practicing those visual puzzles, utilizing smart online tools, and sticking to a routine of 10-minute daily tests, you are fully equipped with the roadmap you need. You've absolutely got this. Thank you so much for joining me today, and best of luck on your 11+ journey.